Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's see who's here and who's going to show up this morning. So let me go share it, and I'm encouraging you to do the same if you would like. Just send it out there to a group or a friend, and let's get people in here this morning. It's Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. So come in and get some gratitude going. Yes, we are live. Hi, there we are. All right, so I'm going to share it, and I encourage you to do the same. Wouldn't it be great if we could play some music while we're doing this? Jennifer, good morning. I forgot where I was. Oh well, some groups might get it twice. Pat Moss, good afternoon, sweetheart. Okay, so we came, we shared, and now let's go into our hearts. And cheers to everyone. So, the heart-brain connection is the best thing you can do when you start your day out. First, share some gratitude. I always say thank you, God, for another day alive. Thank you that I have one more day to make a difference. So we do that by touching the heart center and slowing down the breathing. And then bring in the love. I am loved. I am enough. I am worthy. I am exactly where I need to be in this moment. I am joy. I am peace. I am happy. I am me. And good morning, Catherine Kovacs. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so we may have to just call some people out. Just say their name or type in their name and see if we can get the peas awake. Good morning, Auntie Jean. She's up and at 'em this morning. All right, so I'm going to get to the angel message. Boy, and the Kuan Yin cards are going everywhere. So let me hold on to those while I read the message. Just bear with me. The message is called Whole, which has only lasting energy. The first step in crafting the life you want is to get rid of everything you don't. And that's by Joshua Becker. I can be a shopaholic, and there are many shiny objects that catch my eye. Years ago, however, I started letting go of things as they started feeling cumbersome and heavy. When we accumulate material possessions, we unknowingly carry their weight on our shoulders. Our belongings demand our attention, our time, and our energy. By decluttering and letting go of unnecessary items, we create physical and mental space. We free ourselves from the burden of maintaining, organizing, and constantly seeking more. As we let go, we invite a sense of lightness and liberation into our lives. Material possessions often hold sentimental or perceived value, but true worth lies in the experiences, relationships, and personal growth that enrich our lives. Letting go of possessions allows us to reassess our priorities and connect with what truly matters. We shift our focus from acquiring things to cherishing moments, connections, and personal development. The richness of life lies not in what we own, but in the depth of our experiences. Dear angels, we come into the world alone with nothing in our hands, and we leave the same way. What is it that drives us to collect so many things which all have a shelf life? Dear ones, certain material possessions are needed for survival. Food, shelter, and clothing are essential for protection and meeting the basic needs as you live on the earth. The drive to have more and better is a result of comparing and competing in the world when the blinders of separation are in place. When you see yourself as separate from everyone else instead of being a part of the whole, that which has only lasting energy, you are forgetting who you truly are and why you came to Earth to have the experiences you are having. You are distracted by the objects which have an expiration date. They are not going to endure forever. While they may appear valuable in the moment, they will eventually be unimportant in value. We encourage you to develop a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of life: a beautiful sunset, a heartfelt conversation, or the warmth of a loving embrace. Gratitude expands your perception of abundance, allowing you to find contentment within yourselves rather than in external possessions. Dear angels, thank you. Today, I promise to hang on to my memories and my deep appreciation for the people and the experiences I encounter during this lifetime. You know, every night we meet and we talk about the Course in Miracles. We study a lesson every night. And the one last night really touched me. It was really, it was so significant in distinguishing what's real and what's important. And it really made me have this deeper conversation with the angels last night. And I was just so blown away by what they replied and how they just reinforced the conversation that I had had with the others about material possessions and things that are not going to be eternal. And in our conversation, we were asking, when we look at something that we think is so important and so monumental and something we just have to have, we were shown to ask the question, is it eternal? And really, none of our material possessions are going to last forever. They all have a shelf life. They all are something that is going to devaluate. I think that's a word. so, so when I had that deeper conversation with the angels later on, this is what came out. And it just reinforces to me the minimalist attitude that I have had for years, that I've stepped away from wanting those shiny objects. I've stepped away from wanting, the library of books, oh gosh, I had a huge storage tub full of cards, oracle cards of all kinds. And I just have stepped away from anything that's not going to last forever. And the only thing that's going to last are those memories, that love that I've come to know from all of you, the beautiful spiritual family known as the Angelic River family. And I am just so happy. It's hard to explain when you find that true happiness and that true joy. It's not found in holding something in your hand. It's found in that bond that's created, that love that's shared between you and others. So it was a super important message, I think, in my book. It was anyway. So I hope you all were able to resonate with what the angels had to say. And we had Kathy Hand come in. Good morning, Kathy. Sally and Tony are here. Mama Hada Bear, good morning. Catherine DeSanti, you were at the meeting last night along with Jean, where we discussed that very thing of what's important and what's lasting. And, if it's not lasting, then why are we putting such value on it? Why are we saying that it's so valuable to us? Because it's not going to be there when we leave this earth plane. Good morning, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. So, Auntie Jean says if you can put it in a box or a drawer, it's not eternal. Those things that are eternal are kept in the heart. I love that. I love that so much. I'm going to put it up for us to see. And Catherine said, yes, it was a beautiful lesson in the Course. It absolutely was. And it really, I just couldn't let go of the lesson after we stopped the discussion last night. And I had to sit with the angels about it because I felt such joy. I felt such validation from what the Course was saying and how I'm living my life, without a home, a place to call home. I'm home wherever I go. But without all of those shiny things that I used to think were so important. I used to think I had to have the house. I had to have, the rings and the jewelry and all the things that I felt had meaning and value. And I love how the angels shared that when we start amassing things, one of the things that happens is we want more of the things. And why? Why do we want more? Why do we have to have bigger and better and more than what somebody else has? I just sat with that energy last night and I'm thinking, I'm so glad that I woke up, and I'm not trying to be above anybody else with this statement, but I'm so glad that my eyes were opened to the fact that nothing material is going to last forever. It's just not going to be there, and it's not going to be valuable forever. So that was my revelation, and that was the conversation that I had with the angels last night. And I was so happy after I finished that blog. I just felt contentment and joy. And I've had many people that have asked about the life that I'm living now and this journey that I'm on. And, it's like, well, don't you want a house? Don't you want a place? Don't you want? No, I don't want. I don't want any of it. And I'm so much happier by not having it. And I know that's not for everybody, and I'm not judging anybody that does have and that does want those things. But it's just one of those thoughts that when you stop and look at what matters in life, what does matter? What matters to you? I'll put that out there. What matters to you in your life? Good morning, Ricky. And good morning, Josie. I know you're listening. So let's see. It's Thankful Thursday, so let's put some gratitude out there. So what are you grateful for? And what matters to you? What is it that is one thing that, let's say, you had to evacuate because maybe a storm is coming or a fire or something's happening and you had to leave where you are? What is one thing that you would grab, that you would have to take with you, and why? Why would it be that one thing? So there's a question for you while I get Kuan Yin on the phone and see what she wants us to know this morning. So Kuan Yin, the message is growing toward rebirth. It's easy to love the butterfly, a symbol of hope and emergence into new life. The path of the caterpillar may seem somewhat less blessed. Yet without the caterpillar, the butterfly cannot be. Accept that which is ending so you can open up and receive that which is beginning. This is the flow of life. I do love this message. Every time there's an ending, there's a new beginning. There's a new door that opens. There's new experiences. There's new ways of looking at things. If you've ended a concept that you held all your life, maybe, and it's no longer working for you, there's something different then. There's something new. So it's always good to examine and re-examine and say, what's important? What matters? And I think that was the gist of the lesson that we studied last night, and the reasoning behind talking to the angels about that is, maybe it's time to look at things in a different way. And Catherine said, this message resonates deeply with me. Yeah, it really touched me. And I feel like there's more writing to come about it and more examination and even going into a deeper dive with it and really looking at it and taking it apart and examining it and just really journaling more about it as well. So, it was something that was very ready, I guess, to burst open for us to look at and to examine. So those of you just coming in, I encourage you to read the blog that was written last night if you haven't read it. It was called Whole, and the angels gave that acronym. I was like, they dictate. So when they were dictating to me what to write in for the message, and they used the word whole, WHOLE, and I thought, how interesting that you're using that word. And they gave the acronym, which is whole is that which has only lasting energy. Do y'all like that? I really, really loved that acronym when they gave it. And I was like, oh, I want to make a shirt that says that. I want to do something with those words, because to me, that just sums it up. We are part of the whole of all that is, And we are eternal. We are that which has only lasting energy. Nothing material. This couch I'm sitting on, the things that are on the walls that are decorations, all of these things, they're going to be gone eventually. They don't last forever. They're not built to last forever. But us, the relationship that we've forged, the things that we do together, those experiences, that's everlasting. Okay, Auntie Jean says, I would grab my puppies. They are love, and I am their caretaker. Yes, indeed, Auntie Jean. I know you would. I know that you would rescue them at your own risk of not being rescued because you put others ahead of yourself and you love fully and absolutely unconditionally. So I can see that for you. If you had to choose one thing as you left, it would be that. Danielle, good morning. Hello, we've missed you. Thank you for coming in today. And Sally says, today I am grateful for the assistance that Spirit gives us when we have faith, for clearer sight so I don't miss messages that are important for my growth, and for all of my spiritual family and all of their beautiful lights as they begin shining in unison. Absolutely. That's the forever part, Sally. That's what the angels were talking about last night, is that which has only lasting energy. And that's our light inside of us, our divine light that shines. Danielle says, I'm grateful for the breath of life today. Awesome. And Sally, I woke up this morning with... Okay, I'm not seeing the rest of the with Ho'oponopono on my mind for the last 2 days. Great, because that's a great thing to wake up with. It's a great thing to go to sleep with, is just that knowledge that we're unconditional love and forgiveness. That's just something that's a clearing energy. So it sounds like you're doing some clearing there, and happy to hear that. And then after the clearing, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Mama Hada Bear, Kathleen says, I am grateful that I finally have the motivation and energy to be letting go of stuff and tons of old business files and organizing my house, and have someone who will help me to do even more of it tomorrow. I notice that since I have done a lot of it in the past few days, I am experiencing so many synchronicities. You're going to find that more and more as you let go of things. That's what happened in my experience anyway, is the more I let go of material things, the more beautiful experiences and joy and happiness and just love that flowed into my life, because there's room then. That's the beauty of decluttering. You have room for what it is that's coming in. And Danielle says, just hopped in to say hi to my family and returning to teaching my English class to native adults. So beautiful. Danielle, we need to talk because I plan on hopping into Canada pretty soon. So I want to see exactly where you are. So if you want to meet me in person, maybe have a cup of coffee, or just sit and have a chat, or do a land blessing, or whatever we want to do, I would really love to meet you. Yes, we will see you soon, Danielle. Thank you for coming in today. All right, so any more gratitude, just type it in there. And if you have any prayer requests, type those in there. And we will start getting the rest of the show done, starting with the tiny book of angel messages. So you know the drill. I need a page. So somebody choose a page number for me so I can open it up and see what the angel message is for us from the angel book. And I'll wait. And we have number 6 from Catherine DeSanti. Page number 6 has 3 messages. Message 2, okay. Isabel, good morning. Oh, gratitude for peace in my life. Me too, Isabel. Me too. I am so grateful for peace. All right, message 2 says, we reach out during your quiet times when there is the least resistance, and then remind you again upon awakening. We encourage you to set your alarm clocks a little earlier than necessary so that you can tune in and remember what was told to you during the night. You know, this is an important message because the angels and our spirit guides, our ancestors, anyone in spirit, they're able to reach us when we have the least resistance. And that is when we are more relaxed and ready to close our eyes and shut down for the night. What I was told is those first seconds when you first wake up from a deep sleep. Let's say you've been asleep and maybe the alarm has started to wake you, but you're not fully awake yet, or you just wake up on your own. Don't just jump up out of bed. Take a moment, because in that first 30 to 60 seconds, you're still out there in the ethereal. You're still not fully where your brain is making choices and decisions. And you can remember at that point what the message was, what spirit has taught you overnight, what they did maybe in the night. Maybe there was a download or a lesson. Or, Sally, I think this goes right along with what you were sharing with us earlier, that you woke up with Ho'oponopono on your mind because maybe you were working with those spirit guides to really purge and do the deep work of forgiveness. So I think this message is so important for all of us to hear. And I think I'll read it again because it is that important. So it says, this is from the angels, we reach out during your quiet times when there is the least resistance, and then remind you again upon awakening. We encourage you to set your alarm clocks a little earlier than necessary so that you can tune in and remember what was told to you during the night. I love that. That, to me, just reinforces how much we have the guidance from our angels, from our spirit guides, from our ancestors, from our Creator, from Divine Mother. And if we allow it, they'll help us to remember. But we have to allow it. We can't start doing busy work as soon as we open our eyes. When I first wake up, I just lay there for a moment, just sensing what's going on around me. And then I start giving gratitude after I just feel the presence of the angels, because I always feel them, especially when I'm first waking up. And I just start giving gratitude for another day. Gratitude that I still have a mission on this earth to do, and I'm still here to do it. and still able to do it. I'm able to get up out of bed. I'm able to be independent. And I am so grateful for that. I have a big birthday coming up this year in just a couple of months. And I am so grateful for the energy that I have at this point in my life. I've lived many years now and have amassed a lot of experiences, but I've also had a lot that's happened in my lifetime. And I know they keep nudging me and telling me that I have to do more writing about my life. And I think it really is time to do that and share that maybe on my birthday this year, share the story of my life. So I'm going to need some help with you all keeping me held to that and being my accountability partner to share the things that have happened in my life in a way that will help others, not just to share it. I mean, it is interesting. To me, it's even interesting. I look at it like a movie, like, what? That really happened? And yeah, it really did. So that's something that I know I'm going to be putting together. So please keep me in line. All right, Auntie Jean says, I have so much to let go of. I'm going to have a big garage sale and save the money for the next retreat to gain something more meaningful. There you go. Yeah, there are things that maybe just sitting there gaining dust, and that's all. When I think about when I used to collect things, and I think about the closet full of clothes that, I would wear the same things over and over again, and all these other clothes would sit there for years. And why? Why were they taking up space and energy? That is energy. And whenever we have things, material things that we collect, our energy goes into those. So wouldn't you rather have your energy go into an experience with somebody, like at a retreat, or just taking time to meet with other peas and get to know them more? I certainly have come to that conclusion myself. And Sally says, ooh, that happens often. Are you talking about when you wake up and you just know that there's been something that has taken place? If we just pause when we wake up and just sit with that energy, it'll come. You'll remember. Sometimes we think that it was a dream when really it was us doing our spiritual work during the night. Catherine says, my prayer is to connect with spiritual people in my local area. It'll happen. It will. Prachetta. Hello to you, darling Prachetta. Prachetta says, my mom's birthday is today, the 18th of May. Happy birthday, dearest mom in heaven. Well, happy birthday to your mom. And thank you for coming on and letting us know that. We can celebrate it with you. And Sally says, same here, Teri. It seems like most of my family gives up on living around 50 years old. They settle on everything rather than getting up and living or reaching. I just can't imagine laying down and just accepting what comes at you. Yeah, I can't. It's one of those things that I'm like, no, there's still so much to do. There's still so much of life left. And I want it all. I want to see it. I want to experience it. I want to hold it. I want to go hug those trees and sit and look at those beautiful, amazing mountains. Every time I drive into this area where I'm at right now, I'm in Boulder, Colorado. Every time that I drive in and I start seeing that Rocky Mountain range, I cry every time. It's very emotional to see the beauty that's here. When I first saw Mount Shasta, you can see that mountain from like 80 miles away. And I'm driving down the road, and all of a sudden, there it was, so majestic and so beautiful. And I just started crying. I just had tears of joy at seeing that sight. And that's what I'm talking about. It's not the material things that, they're here today and gone tomorrow. That mountain's going to be there until it's not. But for right now, it's sharing and shining out such beauty and such joy. And those are the experiences that we take with us. That's what lasts inside of us. It's those memories that are not going anywhere. All right, let's see what else we got. Hope Wellington Marshall, good morning to you. Andrea Gregg, thank you for being here, and love to you too, honey. And yes, your mom's getting lots of happy birthdays, Prachetta. Okay, where am I at? And Jean says, happy birthday, beautiful Prachetta's mama. You raised wonderful children. Thank you for that gift to our world. Absolutely. And Prachetta says, yes, ma'am. Prachir and I miss her so much. Would be wonderful to celebrate with our beautiful family. Well, you are, and we're celebrating. Oh, Marietta. Good morning, Marietta. Checking in from Sweet Dreams. We're north of Atlantic City. Our plan is to go to New York City tomorrow, as long as the weather is okay for us to go outside on the Atlantic Ocean. So far, so good. We are extremely grateful. Well, I think you were very wise, Marietta, to leave out when you did. It's not quite storm season. It's coming, but it's not quite hurricane season yet. And so you are there at the perfect time to have that trip up the East Coast. And I'm so glad that you're having a good time, and Sweet Dreams is behaving herself. And hopefully the babies are. Miss Pearl, Good Girl Pearl and Mr. Wiggles. And I hope they're both doing well on this trip. And Ed, and my love to all of you. So it is our prayer time. I really talked a lot this morning, but I was just so excited with the unfolding of those messages last night, and how the angels just give us exactly what we need at any given point in time. We get the message that we're supposed to get. And that was a huge message for us. And again, like I said, if you haven't read that blog, I encourage you to go read it. It's called Whole, Whole. And Marietta, I don't know if you read it, but the angels gave an acronym for the word whole. And I love it. It's that which is only lasting energy. And we are part of that whole. Blue Jean, good morning to you, sweet one. You came in just in time for the prayer requests. So what you got? Anybody have anything that we need to lift up today? Ricky, I know you went to the doctor yesterday, so we were holding you up and praying for the best outcome. So let us know how we can support you. If there's anything that we can help support you with, we'd love to do that. And anybody else that has something going on, Kathy, I don't know if Kathy Hand's still with us. I think she's probably at work, but she had shared there's stuff happening there in her family. So we lift that family up. And just putting out for my sister to be lifted up, Billy. She's going through a lot right now emotionally. So please lift her. And excited because my friend Karen Palmer is going to be here today. She's flying into Denver. I'm going to pick her up in Denver this morning, or this afternoon actually. And we're going to spend a few days together up in these beautiful Rocky Mountains. So I'm super stoked about that. And you'll keep us updated. Thank you, Ricky. Sending you so much love. And Sally says, keep Tony in your prayers, please, as they are taking away her medication that her body is becoming immune to, and they're giving her a new one since once again by injections. But the first three, she has to have a nurse delivery through IV. So this is going to be a big change, and we don't know how her body will react to the new meds. Sally, I'd love to have a conversation with you if you have time. I do have a little bit of time today, and it's important, and it's about something that I have discovered and would love to share with you how it's helped me. Isabel, prayers for all in need today. And Catherine, prayers for me, Michael's mom, Isabel, and Michael also. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, it was a revelation for me. So I would love to share that with you and anyone who's going through physical stuff. I'm right now finding out more about it, and I will share it with you when I do. Catherine, please pray for my sister Rose, dealing with many health and emotional issues. Sure will. All right, let's go into our hearts. I love this part of the show where we lift each other. That's what we're here for. We're here for companionship. We're here for love. We're here to let each other know that this is what's important. Loving on each other, holding each other through thick or thin, through the celebration times, and through the times that are the struggles and the challenges. And we have a long list, as you know, that we pray for every day. So we will hold everyone on that list in our hearts when we do pray. And Frachetta says, kindly pray for my mom and my family to be healthy and happy. Okay. So take a breath in. The breath is the connection. When you breathe into your lungs, feel that beautiful spirit inside of you come to life. There's a spark inside of all of us, our divine spark. And when we breathe into our lungs and it goes and travels to our heart center, it lights that spark even higher. So just envision that inside of you. You all know what a candle flame looks like, right? You know what it looks like when maybe you just blow a little oxygen onto it and it starts moving and swirling, and then it grows and it gets taller and bigger. Well, I want you to envision that inside of you right now. Just think, there's this candle inside of me, and that candle is lit. That's your spark, that's your chi energy. And that energy is putting out a flame. Now, when you breathe into your lungs and you focus that energy into your heart center, what's happening? Just watch that flame. Watch it flicker. Watch it grow as you pay attention to it, as you put focus and energy on it. And just say to yourself, I am love, and I am so loved. I am surrounded by people that understand, that are connected in with who we are, that know that there is the whole, the oneness, that which is everlasting, that which is not going to die out. This flame inside, it will not die out. So pay attention to your flame right now. Breathe energy into it. Let it expand. to where there's light moving throughout your body. And then breathe out. Exhale out any doubt, any pain, any desire to hold on to things that have an expiration date. And breathe in love again. Breathe in that love that comes from the divine, that love that speaks wonders to you and creates miracles inside of you. This breath that you're breathing in, that's how you heal yourself. When we breathe in love, Kuan Yin says that is what starts the healing process. Love yourself. Love that part of you that maybe you think is unlovable. Love that part of you that's acting up, that's maybe going a little rogue and not behaving the way it's supposed to behave. Maybe there's an organ that's not living up to its full potential. Maybe there's energy in your gut that's creating a disturbance. Or maybe there's back pain and joint pain. Whatever it is that's going on with your physical body, breathe love into it. Speak love over it. Touch that body part. If you have a pain, and I'm feeling knee pain for somebody, put your hand there. Touch that body part. Touch your knee and say, I love you. I am so grateful for you. I love that you are asking for my attention. And I love that I am aware enough to give you the love that you need. If you're feeling an emotional pain, maybe there's anxiety or worry or heartache, just touch your heart center and say, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for making me aware that I'm neglecting something and that I'm not holding you tight enough and I'm not listening fully to what you have to say. And then listen. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. By doing so, you're showing unconditional love. And then pour that love back in. Just say, I love you. I love you. That's the healing words. So take a moment right now. Figure out what part of your body needs attention. What's talking to you? What's yelling, actually, and sometimes screaming at us that says, hey, look at me. Pay attention to me. And let's do that right now. There's a part of you that just has been saying over and over and over again, I hurt. I need something. Just stop and pay attention. What does your body need? What part of you is asking for love? What part of you is asking for forgiveness? Just breathe life into that part. Breathe the love that comes from the divine, which is unconditional love, and shine it wherever it needs to go. Whatever that part of you is that just is a little demanding right now, or maybe it's quiet. Sometimes when we're upset, we withdraw and we get very, very quiet. So if there's a body part that is trying to just shy away, Just bring life to it. Breathe life into it. Let it live up to its full potential. And now, breathe in that love once again. Going to that part of your body or just doing a scan and seeing what's going on. And then exhale out anything that's unlike love, anything that maybe you've held on to for a little too long and you don't need it anymore. You don't need that crutch of anger or sadness, regret. Just let it go. Breathe it out from you. Let it be transmuted. And now let's hold on to those that we've been given, those that we have said, yes, we will take your loved one. We will lift them up every day. We will ask for the best possible outcome for each one. And that's what we do. We let them go. We hold them up to the light, and we ask that they be seen and acknowledged and loved. And then we trust. As we let them go, we know that they are in the Father's hands. We know that they're being seen. We know that we don't know the best for them, so we let them go. And now let's turn our attention to each other, those who are gathered here today, and just breathe. Breathe in love, breathe in light, breathe in joy, and we say these special magic words every day. The magic words that are healing and bonding and loving. And we do it at the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. And let's see what you all are saying while I have my eyes closed with the prayers. Sally, it was your tummy. Yeah, very nauseated. I felt that. And yeah, just breathe into it and tell it, I love you. I love you. And thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for processing whatever I put into my body. And Sally is releasing the illusions of what I expected in a mother and accepting the lessons I have learned. Oh, I can so resonate with that one, Sally. Auntie Jean says, thank you, I love you so much, and I am incredibly grateful for you all. Our Ricky, Rick, and Josie, thank you, I love you all. Sally and Tony, thank you, we love you. Mama Hada Bear, Kathleen, thank you, I love you. Catherine, thank you, I love you all, and have a great day. Hope, thank you, I love you. And Blue Jean, thank you, we love you. Puppy doggaroo kisses to all of you. Please let the temp get up over 45 today. Yes, think positive. Let that temperature rise. Oh, our Annie Banana's here. Oh, Annie, thank you for being here. Annie and Grayson, I love you so much. Catherine DeSanti, thank you. I love you. Thank you all for being here. You are such a blessing to me. And I just love when we're together. I don't like missing any of the shows. And I just want to be here for all of you every day, just as you're here for me. Thank you for being you and for loving on each other and caring about each other. Now go love yourself the rest of the day. Go speak words of love into your body, into your life, and watch the miracles happen, because they most certainly will. Take good care, everyone. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And I will see you later. And there's our Marietta with our EIWP and love to all.